Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Financial Education Services Credit and Business Overview. My name is Lawrence Turner. Very excited to have you here to share this information with you. I'm a vice president with the company. And again, just very excited to have you on this webinar. And I'm sure the person that invited you on this webinar, they're very excited for you to see exactly what they've gotten involved in and what they're doing to change the course of their family's life. And that's what we're going to talk about today, about what our company is all about. So let's go ahead and get started on what we're all about. Number one, let's talk about the state of America's mindset in personal financial affairs. Listen, there's about 43 million people out there that have a 599 credit score or lower. And nearly half of Americans don't even know their credit score. How about this? The average debt is over $225,000, with many having less than $500 in savings. There's 49% of the people out there have no retirement at all, and only 18% know that they're on track to reach their income goals for retirement. 65% of the people out there have no important documents like a will. 82% have no trust. 71% have no powers of attorney over their medical and financial matters. Then there's over $58 billion in unclaimed life insurance policies, bank accounts, pensions, stocks, and other assets and property that's left unclaimed. And guess who ends up getting that stuff is the state. See, when someone passes away and the survivors don't know that they had all these assets, the state ends up taking over. And then also every 2 seconds an identity is stolen. That's the fastest growing white collar crime out there today. So you have to protect your identity, especially when you have high credit scores. So why financial education services? Well, think about this. How many people today have less than perfect credit? I know that's a rhetorical question, but you got to think about that. What about have debt and no idea how to pay it off? How about don't have their personal financial affairs in order, or dislike their current job and looking for some type of career change? How about do you know anyone that needs to make more money, right? Like me and a lot of other people, right, at the time. Can't afford an annual vacation. And I'm talking about a real vacation. A vacation that requires a passport, not a staycation, a vacation. That means you vacate where you live or what have you, right? Aren't where they want to be in life, with just one type of solution and a plan of action. But why is this? Well, our formal education didn't teach us about personal finances. They didn't teach us about ownership. They didn't teach us about financial freedom or success. And that's why Financial Education Services is here. We provide the financial education and success training we needed a long time ago. We have services that protect your identity, credit, family, and future. But we also, which is so phenomenal about FES, is that we offer a life-changing and lucrative entrepreneurial opportunity. So let's talk about the stability, the background of the company. The two co-founders, Mike Toloff and Parimal Nayak, they founded the company back in 2004. Absolutely incredible gentlemen. We are headquartered out in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, over 100% in annual sales growth, debt-free company, and we have the same key executive since the company's inception, which is very exciting. So let's talk about what we offer, the product that we have for our clients out there that is so in demand and so much in need. And that's our protection plan membership. What it is, it's a membership that emphasizes on credit, but it also protects your identity. It protects your finances, your lifestyle, future, and it gives you peace of mind. So what's in this protection plan membership? Well, number one, as we talked about, the emphasis on credit, is credit restoration. You can restore your credit by being a member of this protection plan membership. You also have credit builders to teach you how to add positive trade lines, or how to get positive trade lines on your credit report. Debt Zero, how to reduce your debt so you can therefore have increased credit score. Credit attorney, that's part of your protection plan membership. In case you have some of these companies out there, or collection companies that's doing unscrupulous things, you can get your credit attorney involved and possibly sue for damages. So that's very powerful, but that's part of the protection plan membership. Smart Credit, which is a program to help you monitor your credit scores. You have access to those things 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. My Care Plan, which is our will, trust, power of attorney. Financial Lockbox, this is an online safety deposit box where you can store all of your personal assets. So in case that you pass away, information we pass on to whoever you designate to receive that information, so none of your assets won't go unclaimed. And then we have life insurance. We'll talk more about that. Then you have some benefits by being a protection plan member. You have discount shopping where you can shop online and save money. We have our youth financial literacy family mint program. We're going out there teaching kids from 8 to 18 on the matters of personal finance. Prescription discount, where you can save anywhere from 10 to 85% on prescription if that's you taking them. And discount travel. Why not? If you're going to travel, why not travel at a discount? So those are the services that's within the protection plan members. So we'll dive a little bit more into what each of the services are. But we're going to talk about credit because that's what we're doing. We're putting the emphasis on credit. Because today your credit score is like a vital sign. It's constantly being monitored at all times. It can impact things like your insurance premiums, your interest rates. You could be denied the ability to rent, purchase, get a credit card, or even employment. See, over the course of your lifetime, less than an excellent credit rating could cost you anywhere between $200,000 and $1 million. That's just by not having excellent credit rating. So when we talk about credit rating, let's talk about FICO score. How is your credit score calculated? Well, there's 5 areas. These 5 areas you need to master in order to maximize your credit score. The first area is types of credit used. That's the first area. That calculates 10% of your FICO score. The second area is the new credit that you get. That's 10% of your FICO score. The third area, how your score is calculated, is 15% of that is dependent upon the length of credit. How long have you had that particular trade line? And then the fourth area, which accounts for 30% of your FICO score, is the amount used. Basically, your utilization. How much available credit are you using at any given moment? If you're using more than 30% of your available credit, that can hurt your credit score. So you always want to keep it below 30% of your available credit. And then the biggest one, the fifth area, 35% is your payment history. That when we talk about late payments, we talk about repossessions, foreclosures, tax liens, collection accounts, things of that nature. Those things tell a story about your credit, how your payment history is. That calculates 35% of your FICO score. So you got to master all 5 of these areas in order to maximize your credit score. But there are some myths out there, and we're going to go over 5 common myths about credit. And the first one is credit agencies are empowered with some kind of governmental authority. That could be further from the truth. See, credit agencies have no legal authority at all. What they are, they're simply a private company who are in the business of selling your information to companies for profit that's trying to extend you credit. That's all what that's all about. That's what credit agencies are. Second myth, the credit agencies are required by law to keep derogatory items on your credit report for 7 to 10 years. That's not true. See, there's no law that credit agencies report anything on you at all. But they are required by law to automatically remove all derogatory items older than 7 years, student loans or more, or in the case of bankruptcy, 10 years off of your credit report. And that's the challenge. That is a lot of time what does not happen. And that's when you have to have someone intervene in order to correct that. Then myth number 3, the information on your credit report cannot be changed. It is illegal or immoral to have the information on your credit report altered or removed. That is false. The opposite is true under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Both the federal and various state laws require that items be removed if they're not 100% accurate or cannot be verified in a timely manner. And what's that timely manner? That timely manner is 30 days. They have 30 days to report back to see if they can verify 100% of the information put on your credit report is accurate. If it can't be, it has to be removed by law. Then myth number 4, paying a past due debt removes it from your credit report. I've heard that before. I'm sure you heard that. But just because you pay an old debt does not change or erase the fact that at one time you were not paying on it as agreed. Can this record be changed? Absolutely, it can be changed. And then the 5th and final myth, what we're talking about today, inquiries are not derogatory and will not affect your credit standing. Listen, anything that erodes your financial credibility is damaging to your credit standing. And when we're talking about inquiries, a couple of them are not too bad, but any more than that could start to tell a story on their own. Because any prospective credit grantor, they'll look at that and they'll say, listen, this person may be desperate for credit. We may not want to approve them for credit. And that could happen. But those are some of the myths, and there are many, many more myths out there also. But here's the good news. You can restore your credit score. See, the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971, what it does, it gives Americans the right to dispute and or investigate any item such as late payments, charge-offs, judgments, foreclosures, repos, medical bills, student loans, collection. All those things and many, many other items can be removed from your credit file and can be updated to reflect paid as agreed. And that's what you want, to show paid as agreed. That's what's going to maximize your credit score. So once a client comes on board, they enrolled with United Credit Education Services. And understand something, Financial Education Services, we're the marketing arm for United Credit Education Services. They're the experts that help our clients significantly increase their credit score. So what they get is an online progress report that they have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And in this particular example, you can see a client came on board with a credit score of 544. And in the blue area, you can see several tabs that they can click on to learn more about credit. As you can see towards the right, you have credit education, establishing credit, debt and collection, student and senior information. But then if you go back to the far left, you see dashboard, then right next to it, you click on progress report. It'll show you all the negative items that United Credit will be aggressively going after to get removed off your credit report. You can see the different types of descriptions of derogatory items, collections, foreclosure, tax lien, repossession. And then to the far right, you can see the status of each one of those derogatory items. As you can see, some of them are still in dispute, but also you can see some of them have been deleted. And when you see deleted, that means your credit score could possibly be going up. And that's what you want, to have negative items removed off your credit report. Then you have the track record with United Credit Education Services, almost a 15-year track record, close to 1 million derogatory items removed from people's credit report, tens of thousands of satisfied clients, and satisfaction guaranteed. Now, when we talk about credit restoration companies, there's other companies out there that you may have heard of. See, our protection plan membership offers credit restoration, will trust power of attorney, credit monitoring, identity theft protection, debt elimination, but also what's so powerful, which we'll talk about here soon, is the income opportunity. Now, some of these other companies you may have heard of, Lexington Law, Sky Blue, CreditRepair.com, Credit Saint, they all offer credit restoration. But a lot of them don't offer the other services that our protection plan offers, and if they do, they normally will charge additional fees for those services. If you want to become a member of our protection plan membership, the cost to start, if you can see this, it's a $99 one-time activation fee and then $89 per month. So it's a total of $188 to start and then $89 per month. There's no contract. You stay on the program as long as you want. But we've come to find out that a lot of our clients end up staying on the protection plan because of all the other services that the protection plan offers. It's like a financial fitness membership. You know, you have gym membership that you always pay for every month. Same thing, but this is a financial fitness membership. So there's some other ways how to increase your credit score with some other valuable service that we offer. Number one is Credit My Rent, where you can pay, because you got to understand something. When people own houses, they have mortgages. When they pay their mortgage, it reports on their credit report as a positive trade line if they're paying on time. And then people who pay rent, which is usually your largest monthly expense, that does not get reported on your credit report. But now, since we have this program, Credit My Rent, your rent payments can now be reported on your credit report as a positive trade line. We can even go back as far as 2 years to show that history and put that on your credit report. That will significantly increase your credit score in a big, big way. We also have secured credit card, because a lot of people are reestablishing credit. We have one of the best secured credit cards out there on the market today. If that's something of interest to you, definitely get with the person that invited you to add these services to help you increase your credit score. Then we have the Youth Financial Literacy Foundation. This is a program that's very near and dear to all of us throughout financial education services. And what it is, it's a foundation that's taking financial literacy in schools all across America. What we're doing is we're educating young people from the ages of 8 to 18 on the matters of personal finance. So each protection plan membership donates $2 each month to the YFL, and we give away annual college scholarships. The YFL, they've awarded already hundreds of thousands of dollars in college tuition each year. And since 2014, we've given away $785,000 in scholarship. That's so exciting to see that happen. So I hope you can understand the relevancy of what we do and the need, the big job that we have out there. And I hope this makes sense to you. But what I want to do is jump into the business aspect of it. Now you understand the need of what we have. And then now I want to show you what can benefit you if you decide to come on board as an entrepreneur with financial education services. And this is the career opportunity. So think about this. Most people want to be their own boss. I'm sure you can agree with that. But there was a poll done. It says 72% of the people would prefer to be their own boss, but they don't know where to start or have the money or think they need education or need experience. But nothing could be further from the truth. And then over 100 million people have jobs, but more than 70 million would prefer not to have a job, right? So think about this. How many people today want to control things like their income, their schedule, their advancement, their benefits, their retirement, and their future? So what I want to do is welcome you to what we call hybrid marketing. This is basically where corporate America meets entrepreneurship. So we understand something, that corporate America has some great structure on how they run their business, and we've adopted that within financial education services. But also entrepreneurship, which is the main part. That's the key component where you now have control of your future. But understand something, it's a double-edged sword. That means you have to manage yourself. You can have all the great benefits of an entrepreneur, but you also got to make sure you manage yourself and do the things that sometimes you don't want to do, or do the things without being told to do. That's what being an entrepreneur is. So what do we do to earn income and benefits? Well, we have two divisions. Number one, developing corporate accounts and establishing personal clients. You could be a salesperson in our company if you choose to, by offering the protection plan membership and other services that we offer outside of the protection plan. Or you can go into business development, where you can recruit, train, and manage a nationwide sales organization. More or less just like being a real estate broker, because a real estate broker goes out there and aggressively look for real estate agents to work for their brokerage. When a real estate agent sells a home, they make a commission, but the broker makes a commission by way of a split commission, desk fee, office fee, transaction fee, whatever the case may be. But every transaction that goes on in that broker's office, they make a percentage of that. We do the same thing here, but the difference is we deal in financial products and mainly credit restoration. So let's talk about, because some people ask about, well, where do I get my clients from? Well, let's talk about where to get those clients from. You already know people that do mortgages, sell cars, sell real estate, works in banks. Go and ask them. We'll teach you how to approach them so they can send you their unqualified buyers, and then they get involved in our program. We can turn them into qualified buyers and send them back to them so they can now purchase their service or product, and that's putting revenue back in their hands. Very powerful. And then we talk to people that are that have been in situations where they have damaged credit. They've been through loan modification. Maybe they've been through a debt settlement. They filed bankruptcy. So we talk to people in those industries to send us clients. Tax professionals. We have a lot of tax professionals that come on board with us because they have a wide range or wide base of clients that they do tax for. Why not offer credit restoration to your client so you can do the best job for them? I mean, just absolutely phenomenal ways where you can get a lot of clients from. So when you go out there and you sell the protection plan membership, each customer that you bring on is $100 each protection plan membership you sell. And there's no limit to the amount of customers you can acquire. So for each protection plan, again, you make $100, but you also make $12 a month for each one of those protection plans as residual income. So if you build a block of business, you can be getting residual income from each one of those protection plan sales, and that could be a substantial amount of money whether you get up out of bed or not. So here's a theoretical example on income potential. As you can see here, Strive for 5. When you bring on 5 customers and you maintain 5 customers each month, at least that, you get your protection plan for free. You no longer have to pay the $89 per month, but yet you get to enjoy all the benefits and the services of the protection plan. So when you go out there and get 5 protection plan customers per month, that's $500 per month in income to you. How about 5 protection plan customers per week? That's $2,000 per month for you. 10 protection plan customers per week, $4,000 per month. 20 protection plan customers per week. That's over $100,000 a year. And we have people in our company that are doing that. So you still have the opportunity to do the same thing. Let's talk about the second division, business development. Here's a gentleman, J. Paul Getty, first recorded billionaire in our country. He said something that I remember from the day I started. He said it's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own. What does he mean by that? He said incorporate the efforts of other people, because you can do more when you incorporate the efforts of other people. You can earn more. You can help more people. So let's talk about that when you do incorporate the efforts of other people. We have a bonus called the customer acquisition bonus. It's basically how you trigger this bonus is when an agent enrolls their first 2 protection plan customers, you earn anywhere between $100 and $500 based on your title with the company. So here's you. If you're an agent and you bring in a new agent and that new agent sells their first 2 protection plan membership, they earn $100 each one. So they would earn income, but you would earn a $100 customer acquisition bonus from the efforts of your new agent. And you would also earn residual income. The second position is field training. Field training, you bring on 2 personally sponsored Active agents, now you have to do $1,600 in group volume between your team. Now your customer acquisition bonus goes from $100 to $160. Now you can say as a field trainer, if you want to, you can move to senior field to the next position, which is senior field trainer. Senior field trainer, still have the same person-sponsored active agents, but now your group volume has to go to 5,000. Now you're senior field trainer. Now when you bring on an agent and they do their first 2 protection plan membership sales, you would earn a $240 customer acquisition bonus. Now the position we're looking to train and develop people to become is this next position. We have a platform on how to get to this next position in 90 days. We have people that have taken a little bit longer. We have people that have done it in short amount of time. We have people that have done it in record amounts of time. It's the biggest percentage increase in our entire compensation plan, and that's sales director. As a sales director, to get promoted to that position, you need to bring on 1 additional personally sponsored agent. So you have to have a total of 3 active agents. Your team volume needs to go to 10,000. Now you earn $380 every time you bring in an agent and they do their first 2 protection plan membership. I mean, that's just phenomenal. What if you did that 3 times a week? That's over $1,000 per week in income to you. Those customer acquisition bonuses are paid to unlimited levels. You can earn anywhere from $100 to $550, which is our top position. But if we go to sales directors, you can see here, when you bring in an agent and that agent goes out and do 2 protection plan membership, that's $380. But what if your agent wants to get into business development and they go out and bring in an agent and that agent goes out and do their first 2 protection plan memberships, you would earn an override from that second level agent of $280. So every time that happens on your second level, 280, 280, 280, 280. Then as you can see, the vice president. The vice president brings in an agent, and that agent does their first 2 protection plan membership. That's $500 that they would earn. And then if their agent gets another agent and they do their first 2 protection plan, that vice president would override that second level agent, $400. Do it again, 400, 400, 400, just phenomenal. Here's a theoretical example on team earnings. Here's a sales director. Now remember, you need to do 10,000 in volume to become a sales director. Now we have tons of sales directors that's being promoted every month. We have tons of sales directors in our company currently, but we have also people in our company that do $100,000 a month, $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month, $2.5 million a month, $5 million in revenue per month. So I'm just giving an example. If you just did 10,000 per month, and let's say you have 5 agents throughout the country, and each one of your agents brought in a few agents, let's say a total of 20, and each one of them did their first 2 protection plan membership sales. You as a sales director, you would bring in a total of about $5,000 in customer acquisition bonuses. So think about this. If you did this once a month, that's $5,000 a month. If you did this once a week, it's about $20,000 a month. And what if you did this twice a week? How much money would you be making? I mean, we have people that are actually doing that right now, and yet a lot of people don't even know about financial education services. So it's very, very impressive. So let's talk about our theoretical residual income example. This is the power of our protection plan membership. And as you can see, you see that word again, that phrase again, strive for 5. When you bring in 5 agents and or customers, remember, your protection plan is free. Just maintain 5. You don't have to get 5 every month. Just maintain the 5 that you have, and you don't have to pay the $89 per month. But let's talk about geometrical growth. What if those 5 agents did what you did and got 5? Now you have 25 additional protection plans. What if they got 5? They got 5. They got 5. They got 5. That's almost 20,000 protection plans. That will pay you $75,000 a month in income, residual income, and bonuses every single month. But more likely, it's not going to happen like that. 5, get 5, get 5. It's not going to happen like that. Because you're going to get some people that get 0, some will get 1, some will get 5. You'll bring someone in your organization that'll get 10, 15, 25, 50, 100 themselves personally. You will get those people. But let's say you only get 10% of what we're talking about. Instead of making $75,000, let's say you only make $7,500 a month. What if you got 1%? That's $750 per month. I mean, just 1% of what we're talking about. But we also have another bonus. This is a bonus that's paid on your actual sales volume, and it starts at the sales director position. And remember, to be a sales director, you have to have $10,000 in volume. You get a 0.5 point on any sales volume that you do. So you would get an additional $50 check on top of everything that you've done. All the other income that you've earned, you get an additional $50. Regional sales director, three-quarters of a point. Executive sales director, a point. Vice president, you can see here 1.5% on the volume that they do. So if the vice president does 100,000, that's an extra $1,500 check that they receive. In that position, now look at this, regional vice president. See how it jumps up from vice president from 1.5 to 1.75? Look at the check, $1,500 to $4,375. And then to 10,000, then 22,000, then 62,000, then 100,000. I mean, these bonus checks are just absolutely ridiculous. But like I said, it starts at the sales director position, and we do have people in all these positions that are absolutely killing it in the business. We don't stop there. We have a club called the R&R Club. These are for people who absolutely get after it and build a base of protection plan. You have to have a minimum of 500 protection plans, but once you have that, you are now inducted into our R&R Club. The first level is a $600 a month car allowance where you can get yourself a Cadillac truck, a Mercedes, or an Audi. And then second level is a $10,000 cash bonus. Third level, they increase your car allowance from $600 to $1,500 a month. Then level 4, they give you a $25,000 cash bonus on top of all the other income that you earn. Level 5, a bonus of $50,000 with the upgrade to a Bentley. And then level 6, how about this? A $5,000 a month house payment. I mean, that's just phenomenal. And then all the other 7 through 10, you get monthly retirement bonus up to $25,000. Then the higher, than other levels, monthly lifetime bonuses from $150,000 to $250,000 a month on top of your other income that you earn. Here's just a snapshot of a very, very small percentage of our R&R Club members. I mean, if we tried to fit all our R&R Club members on here, you wouldn't be able to see their faces or anything. You wouldn't be able to see nothing because there's so many of us. But there's just a few of us that are on the R&R Club members. I'm just very excited to be a part of that. You can't get there without an incredible team, and I just want to thank my team for giving me the opportunity to be an R&R Club member. Just so proud of those guys. So you can't get to none of those things. I know it sounds exciting, but you got to have the proper training and support. If not, it's going to be impossible to get to that. We have online training, conference call training, local trainings, regional trainings. We have our 3-day convention here in Las Vegas, which is absolutely phenomenal. And then we have some people that are doing it, that are getting results because everything else is irrelevant. Here's Wayman and Gene Kimson. They were real estate brokers, and what they said, they depended on closings, and sometimes we waited for weeks and even months, causing us tremendous stress. Now FES is our full-time career, and the training has paved the way to senior vice president, which is $1 million a month in revenue, at the R&R Club. They said their retirement and future is set. How about Warren Buffett? He said, as a business owner, I was watching my income go backwards due to a change in industry, and my financial future is in jeopardy. FES is just what I needed. With the trainings of FES combined with hard work, it led him to vice president, which is $100,000 a month in revenue, R&R Club member, and with this amount of money, he said his future is no longer a concern. How about David Moon? This gentleman was a radio broadcaster, and he said, while it may sound good, I barely could make ends meet. He was frustrated. It felt like his dreams were gone. FES got him out of broadcasting, and using the training system has helped him to become a regional vice president, which is $250,000 a month in revenue, and R&R Club member. And now what he says, I finally have my dreams back. So now it's about you. What's your level of interest? You may be looking at this and saying, listen, I have excellent credit. I have all my personal affairs in order, and I have a successful career, which is fine. But however, please provide referrals. Let someone get the opportunity to see what you saw and let them make their own mind up if this is something they want to move forward with. Or you might be looking at this and say, I'm interested in getting that protection plan membership. Definitely get started now. Get back with the person that invited you on this webinar and get signed up. Ask questions, whatever you have to do, but get things going. This is a new year. It's no longer cool walking around not being financially literate or walking around with bad credit. It's no longer cool being that way. The third area, interested in getting the protection plan membership and the financial opportunity, you just need a game plan on what it takes and how to get started. And I'm just going to take a few more minutes and show you what it takes to get started if you want to come on board with us. It's actually 3 steps on getting started. The first step, you have to enroll to become an agent. The cost to start this business, which is ridiculous, is $288. You have a $199 one-time agency setup fee, and then $89 per month to be a protection plan member. And you only pay the $89 per month until you bring on 5 agents and or customers, and you maintain those 5, and you no longer have to pay the $89 per month. Once you enroll, you get yourself a personalized website, which you can see on the right-hand side. You have an online sales tracking system, agent and customer support. You have access to professional marketing materials. You're paid every week. Every Thursday is payday around here. Tax advantages for being in business for yourself. 1099 is what you receive from us. Access to our training platform online where you can learn from home, right from the comfort of your home. It's called successwithfes.com. Then step 2, now you got to get trained. Here's what you're going to learn, and your team's going to learn. You're going to learn how to use social media to advance your FES agency. You're going to learn how to establish corporate accounts, how to sell the protection plan membership. We'll teach you all these things. How to establish a substantial team of agents, manage a nationwide organization, how to understand and maximize the compensation plan. We'll teach you that. How to build a long-term residual income, and how to become a successful FES leader. But the most important part, we want to teach you how to have the right mindset and attitude for success with FES. And you're going to learn a lot more from there. Now what you have to do is you have to expose. Let people know that you're in business. So you can't be a secret agent in this business, or you will not make money. You will not be able to help people if you're not letting people know that you're open for business. So we want to help you develop sales and corporate accounts and other agencies. So you got to think about it. Make a list. Who do you know has less than perfect credit or don't have a will, trust, power of attorney? Who has debt and can definitely benefit from a system on how to pay it off? How about anybody in the credit-related industry? Do you know any realtors, mortgage people, people who sell cars, work in a bank? How about people looking for part-time or full-time income? Who's frustrated with their current career and looking for some type of change? Do you know anybody who wants to become financially free? Okay? And then once you understand, once you have that, when you're exposing people, this is one of the most important slides of this entire webinar. You have to become great at exposing this business while you learn to become great at explaining this business. See, here's you. And what you have trust and relationship with the people that you know, friends, family, co-workers, relatives. Well, here's what you don't have. You don't have the respect and credibility of this business yet because you're new. And when you're new, be new. All you have to do is rely on your expert. And that expert is usually a sales director and above. All your job is to do is to edify and promote your expert. Edify and promote webinars like this. Edify and promote live events that could be going on in your town. And then eventually you will become the expert, but you have to follow these steps right here, this system right here, in order to launch your business off the proper way. Now, so just a quick recap to end this. What's your level of interest? Do you just want to provide referrals, which is great? Or do you want to become a customer? It's $188 to start, then $89 per month. Get signed up, get things moving, get your credit where it needs to be. And then become an agent and a customer, which is $288 to start, and then $89 per month, but you only pay the $89 until you bring on 5 agents and or customers, and then you no longer have to pay that. So folks, if you decide to come on board, hey, I want to congratulate you and welcome you to the FES family. We're doing big things. We would love to have you come on board. Again, most people have not heard of financial education services, but it will become a household name. And when that does happen, and they find out what we do and the success we're already having, they are going to come knocking down these doors. And those people got to come under someone. Why not you? So, hey, listen, hope this is great information. Get back to the person that invited you on this webinar. And we'll see you at the top. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.